This is Michael Wilson. We're looking at embracing the legacy. This is the continuing work of Jesus through the Holy Spirit. In a world often filled with uncertainty and a whole lot of doubt, the words of Luke and Acts serve as a timeless reminder of the enduring impact of Jesus the Messiah. As a Christian and a disciple of Jesus, we are well aware of the transformative power of his teaching and his divine mission on earth. These two verses from the book of Acts encapsulate the essence of his mission and set the stage for the profound journey that would follow. So, at the start of Acts, we read from Luke, I have dealt with all that Jesus began to do and teach until the day he was taken up. After he had given the commands through the Holy Spirit to the apostles whom he had chosen. So Theophilus, who's is being written to by Luke, is a name that means friend of God or beloved of God. Represents not only the individual addressed in this letter, but those who seek to understand and follow the ways of the Messiah. In these verses, we find the foundation upon which our faith stands and the impetus for our continued commitment to living as the Messiah's disciples. So this is the ongoing work of Jesus. This verse emphasizes the Gospel of Luke, referred to as the first book, and chronicled what Jesus began to do and teach. This choice of words is significant. It reminds us that Jesus' ministry did not end after his ascension, but rather is just the beginning. The miracles he performed, the wisdom he shared, and the love he showed were the inception of a movement that would change the course of history. So then there was the ascension and the delivery of the Holy Spirit. The moment of Jesus' ascension to heaven marks a pivotal transition in the biblical narrative. It's not a farewell, it is a passing of the torch. He ascended after he had given commands through the Holy Spirit to the apostles whom he had chosen. So Jesus did not leave his disciples alone. He empowered them with the Holy Spirit. This happened on the day of Pentecost and continues to today. This divine presence would guide, inspire, and empower them to continue his work on earth. So as a Christian who follows and is a disciple of Jesus, you are a part of this unbroken chain of faith and love. You, like the disciples and the apostles, have received the commands through the Holy Spirit. You have been chosen to carry on the mission of the Messiah. The mission is not confined to a specific time or place, but transcends generations and cultures. In your daily life, you have the opportunity to do and teach as Jesus did. You can embody his love, his compassion, his forgiveness. You can share his message of hope and salvation with those around you. And through your actions and words, you can be a vessel of the Holy Spirit, bringing light to a world often shrouded in darkness. Luke reminds us of being a Christian is not a passive identity, but it's an active call to continue the work of Jesus. It challenges us to be his hands and his feet in a world that desperately needs his love and grace. It assures us that the Holy Spirit is our guide and strength, empowering us to live out the teachings of our Messiah Jesus. So as you reflect on these verses, take heart in the knowledge that you are part of a grand and ongoing narrative. The story of Jesus and his disciples, which includes you, is powerful through the work of the Holy Spirit. So we embrace the legacy of Acts 1:1-2, and let it inspire us to live a life that reflects the power of the Holy Spirit, just as it did for the apostles in the old. And in doing so, we continue the work that Jesus began, and his light shines brightly through us. That's some mighty good news, brothers and sisters.